I've been meaning to make this video since Summer in the City, which is now a month ago, or more than a month ago I think. And I've had all these thoughts and I talked to other people about them, and yeah, I've been thinking about it quite a lot. And then now, just before I wanted to sit down and film this, I read this Twitter thread by someone who's lost a lot of friends and partners to AIDS back when it was like really a lot. And I know that obviously that's still like the case. There's still a lot of people suffering from it and dying from it, and that sucks. But he talked about it in combination with the queer community and how it affected them and us back then. And I read this and I was so hurt for this person and so sorry, and I thought, you know what, this is heavy, and this was really something to be scared of. And for me to now sit down and make a video about something so trivial as not feeling part of a community because of what it's titled as would be really ungrateful. And I was kind of thinking to myself, you know what, don't be such a wuss, basically. The community has come so far, and I'm so lucky, we're all so lucky to be where we are at the moment, with how accepted and how open we can be. And I was thinking all these things. I was thinking how ungrateful it would be to basically complain about how far we've come. But the thing is, we have only come this far because people did speak up when they weren't okay with how things are, and we've only come this far as a community because of the people who continued to ask for more and to not be okay with only being okay. So I'm still gonna make this video, but I just want you to have that in mind, to keep that in mind, that there are so many people who had it so much worse than us and who still continued to love and fight and be proud and themselves and to be together. And I am incredibly grateful for that. Yeah. Not how I imagined this video to start. But anyways, as I said, I wanted to talk about this since Sitsi, because at Sitsi I was at the LGBT plus panel. And there were a lot of lovely people there, both on the panel and like in the audience, and it was a wonderful time. I always love this room of colorful people. It's just amazing. It's such a wonderful feeling. But as the questions went on and the talking went on, and there was a lot of mentions of LGBT plus, I started to notice more and more that I didn't feel addressed by that. I didn't feel included in that. Anytime someone said LGBT, I kind of got, I don't know, I kind of, I felt less a part of this room anytime someone said that term. And I don't know, I've thought about that before a few times, but it just became really apparent in that room, in that feeling of not quite belonging. Because I'm not L, G, B or T, and the plus doesn't do it for me. I'm not a plus, I'm something myself. I'm my own individual identity, and I just don't think the plus is enough to show that and to present all of the identities that are missing from that term. And I know this might sound like really picky, and maybe it is, I don't know. And I know that LGBT plus has been the term of our community for a long time, and it has tradition and it stands for something, and I totally see all of that, and I respect our history so much. But again, it's not enough for me. It's not enough to sort of accept that I'm supposed to be part of something that doesn't actually say my name in the title, basically. And this goes for both versions of my identity. I'm still trying to figure that part out, and that's a whole nother thing, but for anyone who doesn't know, basically from what I feel and what I think and believe, I could be called pansexual, and I'm okay with that term. I do think that works to describe me and to describe my identity in the queer community. So basically, I am pansexual, but I don't like saying that. I don't enjoy putting myself under that label, and that doesn't have anything to do with the label pansexual itself. It just has to do with me feeling uncomfortable with limiting myself to any sort of label or fixed description of who I'm allowed to love. I just kind of feel like, even though pansexual is kind of like the most open version of who you can love, I feel like it's still limiting my feelings, and I don't enjoy doing that. So basically, in terms of my queer identity, I guess, I don't really have one. I like to be unlabeled, but if I had to choose a label, then that would be pansexual, and I'd be fine with that. But as I said, both those things aren't really included in the term LGBT+. And therefore I don't feel like a part of the community. Like, I feel like a part of the people in the community, and I know I'm accepted, and I love talking to other people of the community about myself and about their identity and about us as a group. And all that works out wonderfully, and the people are amazing. But just when it comes to the description of the community, when it comes to saying LGBT+, that's the moment I don't feel welcome. It's like, you know, in parties when like you're invited and then you can bring a +1 and no one really cares who the +1 is, just like bring someone, whoever. We don't really need to put the name down. They don't really matter. Like, you're the one invited, you're the one we want here. You can bring someone. We'll be nice to someone you bring, but it's you we really want. That's how the plus in LGBT+ feels for me, and I don't want to be the +1. I want to be someone who's invited themselves to be part of the community. That was like weird. That was a really weird comparison there. But yeah, that's kind of how it feels. I don't really know if there's a solution. My solution personally is to just talk about queer, because that's the term I feel most comfortable with. Like, if someone asks me what I am, I say I'm queer and I'm part of the queer community. That's the term that I feel invited with. Such a weird comparison, but yeah. So that's the one I use. But then again, I talked to some people about it, and there is the thing with queer having been an insult for some time, and yeah, so I get that some people don't want to say that, don't want to use that term. So maybe there's like something else. There's like maybe there's something that's inclusive but also kind of new. Maybe we should invent a new term altogether. Like maybe it's time for something completely different. I don't know. I wouldn't know what that was. But if someone does have a new term, just let me know. Maybe that's the one we're looking for. I feel like I'm talking about a boy band or something. Let's find a new name for a band. Actually, let's do that. That'd be cool. Yeah, the queer community. Boy band. That'd be cool. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm talking way too much now. But yeah, again, I just wanted to talk about this and see what you think. So here we go. Again, all your thoughts in the comments, please. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to talk about this and have a discussion and yeah, see where this all goes. And I hope that you are doing really, really well and that you are loved and loving yourself. And I hope you always have a reason to smile. And I shall see you next week. Bye!